What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on Future State's Gotham. Written by Joshua Williamson and art by Giannis. Last issue ended with the Batfamily confronting Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, who is now working with the magistrates. If you're not caught up in the story, or don't you know what Future State is, click the link below to get caught up. But yeah, picking up with this new issue, we see some flashbacks of Jason betraying the Batfamily throughout his life. He acted like a dick to Dick Grayson. He pulled a knife on Tim Drake in front of Batman. He put on the Red Hood helmets. And now he's betraying the Batfamily by joining the magistrates. Back to present day, we see Jason in a standoff against Nightwing, Tim Drake, Spoiler, Duke Thomas, and Black Lightning. By the way, Black Lightning is a lightning blade that Duke is holding. Now, Jason gets out a ball and chain and takes the Black Lightning blade away from Duke. Yo, Drake, I heard you're immortal now, Jason says, swinging the Black Lightning blade at Tim's chest. Taking our great strengths by using them against each other, Batman would be proud. If you weren't such a disgrace, Nightwing says, kicking Jason in the face. Jason and Dick exchange blows for a while before Jason jumps back. He then runs at a fast pace toward Nightwing. Jason ends up jumping off the roof. Red Hood? Nightwing says, looking over to see Jason fly up on flying drone. Now that he's Peacekeeper Red, he has access to all the magistrates' resources and evidence. The new Batman did the damage in the city, Jason says. You really think Batman would blow a giant bat-shaped hole in Gotham and kill all those people? Nightwing shouts. Our Batman wouldn't do that, sure, but this new guy, can you really say you know him? What he's capable of? Good or bad? Jason says, flying the drone down. I mean, he's got a point. Spoiler says, if Batman was involved, then the family would handle it, without you. Nightwing says before the magistrate tanks start arriving. Get out of here, all of you. I'm going to find Batman, and you better stay out of my way. Jason says, leaving. We shift to the big Batman symbol in the middle of Gotham. A riot comes together. Magistrate drones show up telling everyone to disperse. The leader of the riot gets out an axe and throws it at the magistrate drone, destroying it. People of Gotham City, the Hood Man yells. For too long we have paid for a so-called peace that has never been reached. First, we endured the chaos of lawlessness as Batman and his agents ran amok. Then, to the opposite extreme, as the iron fist of the magistrate tightened its grip around our very necks. And for what? Only a mere sense of peace at best that is far too easily shattered? I am here to tell you that there is a better way. A solution neither vigilante nor policeman can offer you, because theirs are false. The only true answer is war. So guys, I'm pretty sure this Hood Man is the same guy that showed up on the very first page of the first issue. So probably like the big adversary to Jason throughout like this first arc that we're going to be reading. Now continuing, we shift to Jason running through an alleyway and running into a shadowy area. This isn't a game anymore. You need to come out of the shadows. They no longer serve you anyway. Now more than ever, Gotham City needs both of you, the real Batman and Bruce Wayne. Jason says, confronting Bruce. Bruce tells Jason he can't come out of the shadows yet. He has a plan that isn't finished yet. You're the most important part of the plan, I promise, Bruce says. Bruce then tells Jason to trust him. They will figure out who the new Batman is. They will stop the magistrates. Now, I'm sending you to the one place I can't go, because you're the only person who can do this mission. Don't worry about the Batfamily. They'll take care of themselves, Bruce says to Jason before leaving. We shift to Nightwing, sitting alone in a room. Tim Drake walks in to tell Dick that he's fine. His suit is wrecked, but he's healed, because he's immortal. Plus, Black Lightning is doing better. Tim and Dick then have a back and forth conversation about Jason. Dick doesn't believe in Jason. Jason joined the magistrates, so he's a full-on enemy. Tim thinks that Jason can't be a full-on enemy. Jason's always been confused, but his heart is usually in the right place, so he must have a good reason for joining the magistrates. The rest of the Bat family then walk in to alert Dick that Jason is riding his motorcycle to Blackgate Penitentiary. We switch to Red Hood at Blackgate. He walks into the prison and goes to the cell of Astrid Arkham. Now guys, I think this is very interesting because we know that Astrid Arkham, she leads the Arkham Knights in future states. So I'm pretty sure this story is before that, but to see Jason trying to recruit Astrid is really cool. Now, moving on, Jason then senses someone behind him. He looks back to see Tim Fox, the new Batman, jumping down. Tim Fox tries to de-escalate the tension, but Jason refuses. He takes out an axe, saying, "By the order of the magistrates, you are under arrest." "I didn't blow up Gotham, man. I wouldn't do that." The new Batman says, "That's for the courts to decide." Jason says, "Fine, we'll do this the hard way." The new Batman says, kicking Jason in the face. They both exchange multiple blows before they hear the noise of cells opening. We then find out that all the cells in Gotham are open. Jason then goes back to back with Tim Fox, the new Batman, ready to fight off against a multitude of villains, including Clayface, Two-Face, Zsasz, Killer Croc, and more. And that is how we end this issue. Overall, I thought this main story in this issue was fine. The story went at a fast pace. It was cool seeing Jason fight off against the Batfamily and meet up with Bruce. I also really like the ending of Jason and Tim Fox surrounded by villains. That's exciting and it gets me hyped. Now, is this story amazing? Nah, it's just alright. I do like the connectivity of all the future state titles. Like we see Bruce in this issue, the Bat family. Like there's so much connection and intriguing story beats. But there needs to be a lot more momentum though. I think the momentum will kick up next issue now that Tim Fox and Jason are stuck in Blackgate with all these villains. But it just needs to, alright? Because so far the story's been fine, it's good, but it needs something more interesting and a little more action. As for the artwork, it was good, but I wish it was in color. The black and white aspect doesn't add anything. If anything, it takes away from the story. At least for me. I like the artwork. Giannis is doing a great job. But imagine if this comic was in color. I think it would be way more epic, especially the final few pages of this issue. I think it would have been more big and shocking if you had darker colors. And I just wish it was colored. This black and white aspect, I don't know why they did. It just looks unfinished, and for now, it doesn't really add anything. Now, overall, I'm going to give this main story of this issue a 7.5 out of 10. It's solid, but I only recommend it if you're interested in future states. Now, before we wrap up this video, I want to cover the backup story in this issue that involves Tim Fox Batman. Tim Fox Batman wakes up in chains. He gets hit by a crowbar multiple times. The men hit him with a crowbar, ex-henchmen of Penguin. They caught the new Batman, and they are ready to kill him. One of the men starts insulting Tim about how he's a weak Batman. Tim then smiles, because he sees an ally behind the men who are beating him. That's when Tim's sidekick jumps down and attacks the men. Tim breaks out of his chains, and he starts mopping the floor with these men. Tim then jumps with his sidekick over a ledge while their enemies shoot at them. "What took you so long?" Tim asks. "There are 6 of these guys guarding the cop. All you have to do is distract this bunch," Tiffany says. Yep, this is Tim Fox's little sister, which I find really cool, guys. It gives me like vibes of Batman Beyond with like Terry and Matt teaming up, like Matt becoming like the new Robin in the recent Batman Beyond Rebirth series. This is very similar, like an older sibling teaming up with a younger sibling to fight crime. Now that's when Tim says, "You try getting beat in the head with a crowbar for 10 minutes. Kill them both!" The men shout, shooting their guns at a fast pace. "Damn, we should use guns," Tiffany says. "No guns," Tim states. "They got guns." "No guns." "I don't know why we have to have principles when they," Tiffany says before being cut off by Tim, who shouts, "No guns." The new Batman says, jumping over the ledge to attack the leader of the men, who is ex-military. Tiffany then goes to attack the other 5 men. We get an awesome action sequence with phenomenal artwork. Tim Fox Batman takes out the leader of the men with a few big punches. He keeps punching, however. Tiffany asks him if he's okay. She notices that he's hit the leader a little more than need to be. Tim tells Tiffany that he had some things to work out with the leader. Tim and Tiffany then walk off to their bat cycles. "You and me doing this bat thing. If something were to happen to both of us, Mom and Dad would," Tim says before being cut off. "Mom and Dad wouldn't know what to do with themselves because they love us, but they hate masks. Jace, we can't control our destinies. All we can do is live up to them," Tiffany says before driving off with her brother to continue crime fighting. Now, I thought this backup was solid. I like the main story a little more though. Seeing Tim team up with his little sister in crime fighting is really cool. Also, Tiffany has a great debut as a vigilante in this issue. Is this story awesome? Not really, but still very enjoyable, and I recommend you read it. I'm going to give it an 8.3 out of 10. If I would have to choose which story is better in this issue, the main story with Red Hood or this backup with Tim and Tiffany, I would go with the Red Hood story, right? Mainly because the ending gets me more excited, where this backup is just interesting. It's just good, and that's it. Now guys, tell me your thoughts on both of these stories down below. And if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. New channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Future States Gotham video. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.